Hi my Curlz Gentz, welcome back to part 3 of this makeup series. If you have not watched part 1 or part 2, I encourage you to click on the links and watch them. They're very informative. Anyhow, today we're going to be talking about eyeshadows. Everybody's favorite topic. Woo! So we've done our foundation, we've done our eyebrows. Now it's time to add a little bit of fun to our eyes. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to talk to you guys about primers and bases for your eyes. Just like you need a primer for your face, you also need an eyeshadow primer for your eyes. So we're going to talk about my favorite at the moment, which is Urban Decay Eyeshadow Prime Potion. You guys see me use this in my videos. This is a primer to prime your eyes. It says on here, long-lasting eyeshadow base. So basically, how I like to think of it is just like the face has a primer, this is the primer for your eyes. And just how after you prime your face, you put a foundation on, your base is kind of like your foundation. Does that make sense to you guys? It makes sense in my head. I need it to make sense to you guys. Anyhow, so this I would put on first to prime my eyes. It will set a blank canvas on my eyelids, and then on top of this you can apply, you can go straight into shadow. A lot of people do. I do it occasionally. It just depends on what look I'm going for, how long I need my eyeshadow to last, that kind of thing. An eyeshadow primer and base are used to prevent creasing, to help your eyeshadow last long, and to also allow the colors to pop. Usually when you take a eyeshadow, excuse me. So I'm going to take one out of this palette. This is Twinkle Twinkle Profusion. I haven't even used this palette. I actually forgot I had it. But I'm going to take this beautiful, beautiful yellow color. This palette is like ridiculously pigmented. Or like the colors just are bright. So this is what the color looks like on my finger. And I'm going to just swipe it on the back of my hand. Can you guys see that? That's what the color looks like. No shadow, no primer, no nothing. This is just it. So if I take a little bit of the primer, just a dab, kind of blend that in, and then add that same yellow color on top. Can you guys see how much it pops? So again, this is with no primer, and then this is adding the primer to it. So then if you take the primer and a base, let's see if we can get it even brighter. So again, another little tiny swatcheroo. And then I'm going to add some of my white base to that. Take that yellow. Oh, look at there. And then you see how it pops. So no primer, no base, no nothing. Primer, and base. Do you guys see that? Can you see the difference? You can see how bright. So it all depends on how bright you want your colors, your pigment to shine through, how much you want it to last. If I keep rubbing at this first one, it's just going to blend in and go away. It's very, I don't even know if you can see it. It's barely there. This one, you keep rubbing at it, it takes a while for it to go away. It's still there. This one, It's still there. You guys see that? Do you get it now? So bases and primers are imperative if you're doing eyeshadows. So that's why it's important to have something on your eyes. A base, a primer, something. Something. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh no, actually I'm sorry. Let me talk to you about the bases. So I have a NYX base. This is an NYX eyeshadow base, and this is in the color Skin Tone. I just used this in my last video, makeup tutorial video. So check that out if you haven't already. So then you could apply the primer and then put the base on, or you could just put the base on. You don't necessarily need a primer and then a base, because I can use this and then throw my NYX jumbo eye pencil in Milk on top of this, and these two go well together. I can put these two together. The white is a base that'll help your colors adhere to it and pop. It's just like bloop, that extra oomph you need to put your eyeshadow over the top. Does that make sense? You can also use other colors if you're going for a certain look. Say for instance you want to do a beautiful purple smoky eye. Your base can be white or it can be a black one like this. The colors will still pop. All you need is a base. So it can be a skin tone base, a tan base. So when it comes to eyeshadows, I personally love palettes. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay. And for this look, I'm gonna keep it really neutral and really matte. So no shimmers, no shine, nothing, anything. I'm gonna be using this palette. This is the NYX Butt Naked Turn the Other Cheek palette. I purchased this at Ulta. I had this in a recent haul video, so check that out if you haven't already. This is what the colors look like. Very neutral, very matte. This is the matte side, this is the shimmer side. And so, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to prime my lids with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Again, a little goes a long way. So I'm going to use that much on my lid. And I'm just going to blend this in using my finger and blend this all the way up into my brow bone. And then next I'm going to take my NYX jumbo pencil in Milk, which is just a white color, and I'm going to apply this all over my lids. Video, I'm gonna try to keep everything as quick as possible. I will be speeding it up and won't be saying anything during that time, but I will make sure that I explain to you in detail what I am doing. So right now I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Your brow bone is right here where you cleaned up with that concealer, right here. If you touch your eyebrow, you can feel the bone there. That's why it's called a brow bone. So right there is where I will be applying that color. I'm going to be using this kind of off-white color right here. And I'm just going to be applying that again in my brow bone. I'm going to be applying that with a very small eyeshadow brush. And this is what it looks like. And it's perfect just to get right in there. And I'm just going to pat the color in. I'm not going to blend it, I'm just going to pat it in. Okay, so now that color is patted in there. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. So you see that color, pat it right on in there. And I'm going to take this brush right here, which is a very stiff BH Cosmetics Blendy brush. And I'm just going to go over that and kind of blend that in. Perfect. So it gives it just a little bit of highlight. It's not bold because it's not a shimmer, so it's not like, bow, in your face, here goes my brows. We're going to keep everything light and natural and neutral, but we are going to do a smoky eye because you know I love my smoky eye. So next I am going to take a transition color. A transition color basically means it helps the whole look come together. So it takes one color to blend into another, so it looks like one seamless application. If that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. So it's basically what it says it is. It's transitioning from one color to the next. I like to apply my transition color using a blendy brush, and I am in love with this e.l.f. blending brush. This brush was only $1. Like, I'm so fascinated by it. So I'm going to use this color right here. Blending colors, you can call it a blending color or a transition color. They can be used. So now that we have our transition color in, next I'm going to take the shade right up underneath it. This one right here. And I'm going to go in our crease with that. And I'm just going to use a tapered kind of flat shadow brush. And I'm just going to take that and kind of pat that into our crease area. Just patting it. Right in here. And as you can see, I'm not taking it all the way to the tear duct or inward. I'm just patting it right along the outer, creating a half moon shape. As you can see, it kind of darkened up our crease area a little bit, creating that gradient effect, which basically means like blending the two colors, making it kind of smoky. I'm going to go back in with that shadow brush. I'm not adding any more pigment on there, but I'm just going to blend that out. So no harsh lines. I'm going to do it in a swirling motion. Take a e.l.f. I believe this is a C brush. I don't really know why they call it a C, I guess. I don't know. What is this called? This says shadow brush. It looks like that. Just a flat shadow brush. And I'm going to take this taupey brown right here. And I'm going to apply this all over my lid. Goal is always to have no harsh edges. So you want to blend, blend, blend to your heart's content. Now I'm going to go in with the darkest color in this palette, which is the black. And I'm going to go ahead and smoke this out just a little bit more. And I'm actually going to use a teeny tiny brush. This is from my Real Techniques collection, and this is called a definer brush. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go in and we're going to define. And I'm going to create a V-like shape or a V shape. So I'm going to go right on my lid and right in my crease. So we're gonna do just a V. We're creating a V shape. Again, right on the corner of the lid, right into take my blendy brush that is from my Urban Decay palette. I love this thing. Oh, it's so fluffy and soft and so, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out because again, no harsh lines. I'm gonna blend that right into my crease. Pull that color right on in. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the basics of a very smoky eye. It's very simple, smooth transition on down. So stay tuned to see the next segment, which is number 4 of how we do eyeliner and mascara. Alright, so I'll see you on the next one. Please don't forget to hit that button up here to subscribe so you can be notified when I do part 4. For makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, beauty, vlogs, hauls, reviews, everything in between. You don't want to miss it. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook is always right here. Gotta do my Vogue. And Vogue, and Vogue, and get it. Okay. And then Twitter and Instagram are at Naturalista526. I'll put it right up here so you guys can see it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and blessings. See you next video.